PattyLynn Show.
Hello.
I'm PattyLynn, and this is my friend and mentor and gals companion, camaraderie, what am I thinking? The CEO of Gals, partner in crime. No, I don't know.
Yes, definitely.
All the things. So Mariah Young. So we are here tonight, and we are doing the PattyLynn Show in this August about our new season that is starting. Yay. So it is season 3 of the PattyLynn Show. And so August is our little anniversary time.
Yay. I can't believe it.
I know. So we've been doing the PattyLynn Show for 2 years together. Most of them I have Mariah. I've done a few alone. I've had a few other guests that have popped on, and just seems best just to like, Mariah, come on over. Let's do this together. It's a beautiful thing together.
Yeah, there's magic in the togetherness, which is what Gals is all about, right?
All about magic and togetherness.
Yes.
Yeah. So tonight, what we want to talk about is kind of looking back, like where we started the PattyLynn Show, where we are today, and then looking forward. And I always think it's a great reflection time to just kind of wherever you are in life, whether you're, midway through college or, a mom of little kids or whatever you're doing, just to say, where have I been? What am I doing? And where am I going? And that's, part of goal setting and knowing what you want to do in life and those kind of directional things. But it's kind of fun to look at the show too, because when we started, we had a completely different idea.
Totally.
We were thinking Mariah had watched Troop Beverly Hills and she said, okay, let's do a troop for women and get badges for things. And we did. So we started our troop and we had gals joining us. We got some badges for, did you drink your water today? Did you show up for work today? We had all kinds of silly little badges and things. And
you wanted to go out to dinner, but you cooked instead.
Good for you. Yeah. So that was fun. And then we might have followed that road a little farther, but in our world, of course, COVID came on the scene.
Yeah.
And that really changed it, because you're not going to invite 10 friends or 10 strangers or whoever into your home for a troop, and everyone would say, what's a troop?
Well, that too.
Well, they're like, what's a troop? And what are you doing? And then we were explaining it so much, and then it was COVID and people were like, well, no one's getting together. So
and then just didn't make sense online much. So it's hard to,
but we did go online. We figured a way.
Yeah.
So that's how the PattyLynn Show became. It was the troop show for a while. And then that's where we kept going. What's a troop? What are we doing? I don't know.
It's a troop.
Do I have a troop?
It was a bit confusing. Yeah. You're not used to those words in the context of women. Boy Scouts, troops, sure. Girl Scouts, troops, sure.
Yeah.
Women, not so much.
Like a drama troupe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, so we just went with, I think it was Candy who said, let's call it what we've always called it. And I'm like, what's that? And she said the PattyLynn Show. And I mean, you call it the PattyLynn Show.
Because that's what it was.
Yeah. So then we came to this, and once a month, being online, and even this has been tweaked now.
Yeah.
So with Mariah having moved to Utah, then we wanted to do it together. And so the best way is to do some pre-recorded when we can always make sure she's here. Yes. For it.
Yay.
So, and I think there might be times when I have to have another guest co-host, sure. But again, like you said, we just decided there's something magic here. Let's keep this going.
Yeah. It's I love it the most. I think it's fun. And I enjoy it. I mean, I'm just really the sidekick, which is very fun for me. That's what I've always said. I'm the sidekick.
That's what she says.
I'm really good at disrupting and making goofy jokes.
It's perfect, actually.
Interrupting with comments.
I think that has evolved into this perfect thing. You know,
Mhm.
I use perfect too easy because I just mean practically perfect. I don't mean absolutely this is a perfect. I know it's not perfect.
But for us,
it
is.
Yeah.
Is.
So I like your magic. It's magic.
It's magic. Yep.
So so now though, for comments, we do want you to comment.
Yes.
Please do. And we will be commenting back
Mhm.
and you know, watching it with you live,
When it goes
pre-recorded live.
Yeah.
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 So we can still have that connection, but then also get the format that we like.
Yeah.
So it's been quite a journey.
It has. It's been a little like, ooh, crazy.
Mhm.
But good. We've learned a lot.
And we're still learning.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's one of our things is we've got the microphone, you know, but then we're like, I think maybe we need a different microphone or better lighting, you know.
Yeah, we're still learning.
We're going to consult our expert, Amanda.
Yeah. But we just want to make sure that we're bringing you the fun content that we enjoy doing because it's so much fun.
Here from my
us.
kitchen.
Yes. Or backyard as last
Backyard.
month.
Yeah.
Yes. I was glowing last month.
I know. She was like an angel.
It made my
Your
gray hair
halo
look amazing.
It was amazing. It is amazing.
Oh, gray hair. I have a lot.
Okay. So, and then the future, this is what we're doing for the future, but who knows? We every once in a while we have talked about, wouldn't it be fun to have more guests here?
Like
figure
an
that
audience.
out, or live before an audience. Yes, wouldn't that be fun?
I would love it. Yeah.
So we will see as we learn and grow and just stay fluid, stay flexible.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of goes along with where we're going with Gals, right? Because Gals is going and we're moving into more of a online media group so that we can continue to empower and encourage women in a larger scale. And then we'll come back to some more in-person things. And that's kind of where like PattyLynn show right now, we're focused on the online because we have to, we need to, we're still there. And eventually, who knows? I mean, I could totally picture you in front of a live audience.
Live studio audience.
Yeah. Can't you guys see it? It'd be so much fun. Oh my goodness. PattyLynn's such a good mix of so many of the best shows that I've ever seen. So truly, it would be a blast. I feel like she would have some great, yeah, totally. So yay, I love it.
Okay. So do you remember when we're first getting started here and picking like, what am I gonna do? And what we came up with is, you know, a little bit about everything. So we said practical skills for positive living. And one of, I think of who was it who challenged me? What is it? What do you mean when you say practical skills? And what do you mean when you say positive living? So, you know, don't just have a tagline unless you really know what you're talking about. And so I think that we've done really well with picking the practical areas. So the whole body areas, as far as making sure that you get a pause in your seasons, and then organization and decluttering, and the big question, what's for dinner, and dinner planning and dinner prep, and hostessing, and you know, making the holidays easier, and just kind of a lot of practical stuff that especially us as gals, we hit it, and then we're like, okay, what is for dinner tonight, or whatever the topic. And it's just a practical skill, but we want to do it positively.
Yes. Yeah. I love it.
And we also, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say, like, you have such, you know, a lot of people talk about niching down. Well, PattyLynn's niche is all the things. practical skills, because she is really good at so many things. And
I'm
on top
kind of
that, you're
a
teacher.
problem solver.
Yeah.
In fact, yeah, you were talking once about me doing like a Dear Abby column. Because and I am a teacher. I'm a teacher and I'm a problem solver. I knew a friend once that got paid a lot of money to sit in her office, and she said, I'm a problem solver. And I said, I'd be good at that.
You would.
And then she kind of went, okay. And she didn't really want to talk to me about it. It was more of an acquaintance. It was an acquaintance, not a friend. So I couldn't, but I'm just like, how do I get that job?
Right.
Because I could sit in an office and people come to me with their problems. And the other thing that I've always called myself, and my sisters are kind of the same way, is a possibility thinker. So we can think of all the different ways you can do it. It's not just like, this is how it goes. This is how it's always been. I mean, we can like think of all these different ways, but that's what you need to do when you're solving a problem.
It's true.
So, if you know that job that I could get and make a lot of money problem solving, I don't know. Like, how did you get that job?
I don't know. And it does make me come to mind a very, wise person by the name of Vanilla Ice said, if you got a problem, I'll solve it.
I'll solve it.
Yeah, that's right. I said that terribly. I cannot rap.
I don't know. No. All I know is Ice Ice Baby.
Yeah. Ice Baby. And
then that's all I know.
Yeah. But yes.
It's about most of those songs. I just know like the one line.
Yeah. That's why I was dancing, because I was going through my head.
Problem.
I'll solve it. Yeah. No, we're terrible. Terrible. We are not gonna ever like.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah, we're not starting a rapping group here. Don't worry.
No. So in some of my favorite topics that we've done has been like on friendship and conflict resolution and that kind of thing. And that goes with my counseling background. So then just, all those human relation stuff. So not just, organizing your closet for the season, which I also like to do, but, but just the human interaction things.
I loved it too when you had Candy on. I think you guys were talking about motherhood.
I want to go back and watch that one. I that was magic too. That was really fun.
It was. And it was so organic. It just happened because it needed to happen.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
You were gone.
I was gone.
And Candy came and it was perfect.
It was beautiful. I really love that one. So we definitely we will have guests, because there are those moments when it's just magical, and I love it. We have some great women within our group, and
So, okay. So that's the practical skills. So what about positive living? What does that mean? So for me, positive is the happiness and joy and contentment, and having those small successes that bring confidence so that you can face bigger challenges and have bigger successes and encourage others in that as well. So you get the confidence of, I've had these little successes because maybe somebody I've talked on, like I meal planned, right? I did my meal plan, and wow, okay, that was a practical skill. And now I'm confident because I can just have that little success, and you can see a bigger picture.
And let's just face it, PattyLynn is like the most positive person ever. So it just makes sense. It's
positive living. Well, and the PL for PattyLynn, or PartyLynn, and positive living. I like that.
I do too, because it fits her so perfectly. She brings positive everywhere all the time.
Oh, thank you. So, but and when you get those encouraging times, so it becomes an upward spiral, and we've all, even the positive people, have experienced a downward spiral where you just have something happen, and something else happen, and something else happen. But we want to, encourage one another, but also have the upward spiral of successes and confidence building and those kind of things. So this positive lifestyle, I really think it's attractive, and it's uplifting and admirable, and encouraging to others, and they can see, okay, I can have that success, or I can do that as well.
And let's face it, selfishly, it's also good for us. It makes us feel good, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I've got a bunch of ideas here on how to spread positivity.
I like it. That's
all
good.
right. So just in our greetings, and I want you can say some too, as you're thinking of them, or some from here too, but
Sure.
I don't want you to be doing all the talking, but just having a positive countenance. So smile and greeting, say good morning, and I think our world got a little inward when we covered our mouth and we looked down for as if COVID would get in our eyes. I mean, it really, I think, and we were in our houses alone, and it kind of gave us a break from interacting with people. And some people saying, yay, I got a break from interacting with people. But I think as we are around others, we do want to spread that love and joy, and just, look at their eyes and say hi. And I always like to give a sincere compliment.
Yeah.
And, there's good things that you can see about everyone, most of the time you look at someone and you have a positive thought and you can say, I love your jacket, I was just in a store today and with a friend, and this little girl said to my friend, I like your heels. It was really cute. She was admiring her high heels,
Oh, yes.
So yeah, encourage one another.
Yep. I'm always amazed at what a smile can do. Just a smile.
Yeah.
Even if you don't say anything, that helps so much.
Yeah.
You never know what someone's going through. So sometimes
No.
just a smile can change their whole day.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I love it. And then just get out in nature. Yes. So especially this summer when the weather's so nice, but soak in the sun. We need the vitamin D, and that helps your positivity when you got some sun and fresh air. And
around here, we don't get enough of it. So when you can, get out and do it.
And then be inspired. So pray or meditate or read the Bible or devotional or some inspirational thing to move you forward. That helps us in our positivity.
Yeah. Follow a good podcast. A good podcast or something like that can really be. I tend to steer away from too much negativity. I like to add positive in because I'm naturally, believe it or not, a negative person. So I need extra positive put in so that I can put that out. Yeah.
And another way is to cuddle. So cuddle your pets, cuddle your loved ones, give those big bear hugs, and that spreads positivity.
And definitely cuddling your pet. I love cuddling PattyLynn's pets when I come over. They're so sweet.
My little fur babies.
Yes, so sweet. Yeah.
And treat yourself. Treat yourself to something. So, that could pick up your mood. Yeah. Even painting your nails, or now I'm thinking of work things that pick up, decluttering my house picks up my mood, right? It's work, but actually I'm like, oh, I have a nice clean kitchen. I feel great. I love that. So we have to work sometime at it, but and I always told my kids when they didn't want to do their chores, you just have to do them for 5 minutes. Well, I knew they could empty the dishwasher in 5 minutes. It was going to get done. And then they would feel great about that accomplishment.
Although when I think about treat yourself, I'm thinking do a facial, go get your hair done.
Little me time.
Yeah, I have to admit. But you're right. You're so right. Because we've been talking about that a lot, about self-care is not just about the bath and all that.
But it is. But
not
it
is all. Too.
Yes.
Yeah, it's that.
You don't want to ignore that.
Yeah, it's both.
Yes.
Yes and yes.
Or treat yourself with a sweet treat or a yummy treat.
I like to do that a little too much.
Go get a macaroon from a bakery.
What I did find is the more I spend on it, the less I'll do it because it's expensive. And then I enjoy it though. And so I'll spend a little bit more so that I'm not constantly oh, I should go get that. Because it comes out of my play money. And I don't want to spend a ton of money each time. I want something sweet.
Yeah.
But I will treat myself.
Well, and I would rather have one high quality treat and a whole bag of something that's really not that great.
It's true. Love it.
Yeah. So other ways to spread positivity?
Laugh.
Oh, laughter. Yes. And if you can, I love a good chuckle and laugh, but I also love those deep belly laughs when you're just, usually for me, it's with my best friends late at night and you just cannot stop laughing because you guys are being so silly.
Yes, those are the best.
Yeah.
I do love it. My mother-in-law is amazing at just laughing. She laughs all the time. I'm a little jealous, to be honest. Sometimes I wish that I could laugh as much as she does. And I'm like, okay, I just got to work on it. I know it's not something she has to work on. She just does it naturally, but I love how much she laughs. It's a great thing.
Yeah. And it's great to spend time with her too. Yeah. I have a friend like that she laughs so much. And I'm just like, oh, I just want to be around her and enjoy this world that she just sees the hilarity in, or the fun in it, and happy enjoyment. And I think we can get away from it. It doesn't mean anything about us. We just get busy with life, I think.
Yeah, totally.
And kids, working with kids, or when you have your own littles and they laugh so much, and to just kind of get in their brain and just laugh with them, right? So they're just so funny. And then they grow up and life gets a little more serious. So then you've got maybe temperamental teens or, kids with a bunch of homework, or, and I think we kind of lose that, but the kids need it. And so do we. So we need to help find those silly times as a family and friends, and we can just laugh. Yeah.
Just enjoy
it. Does.
Laugh. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Okay. She's got a lot here. There's so many.
I got a lot. Positivity is this just goes to taking care of yourself, though. Breathe. People don't breathe deep enough. Exercise. I don't exercise enough. Drink your water, eat nutritious foods, I
got a feeling people are going to want you to post this because this is a really great list.
Okay.
Maybe we should pick 2 or 3 more.
Yeah.
I think we should. Yeah.
All right.
Because I think you guys are going to want to hear these. They're so good, but I don't know if we have a time for all of them.
I will post this. It'll be great. So we'll get a little post alongside. Yep.
I think everybody wants to know that.
Have more sex.
Yeah.
But really, what are things that ticks so many buttons? It ticks your emotional connection, your physical touch, your, release of energy. I mean, it's healthy, it's great, and fun and positive.
Yeah. And it really helps your relationship.
And relational.
With yourself and your partner.
And then turn on the music and dance.
I love that one.
Yeah.
We have talked about a dance team at some point, and that's still something we talk about from time to time.
Send me the link. I will memorize the dance. I'm good at that.
Might just need to
if I have the link.
TikTok dances to start or something. Just get going.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So
it's one of my favorite stories in Gals.
Your favorite stories?
Yes. I can't remember where we were, but we were all together, and you and I were just having such a laugh over this because I was like, yes, I've always wanted to do one. And they were like, we're doing this. And Candy came in, and I was in the other room, and I knew exactly when she was told that we came up with this idea, because she was like, oh goodness.
Oh goodness.
She said different words, but I was like, oh, Candy just heard the idea. I knew. There was no question.
So we do think that we should have a gals dance team, but I do think that probably we should just find a TikTok.
Yeah.
Post it, and then everyone can post their videos.
That's some duets.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that might be a good way to start. With it is still in the talks, just so you know.
we're not letting that go.
I didn't mean to steal it away from
because we would have so much laughter. Let's be honest.
Right.
And exercise. I know. Good. So, well, there's lots of ways for positive living.
Yes.
So in the show here, we try to cover the practical skills for positive living. And I hope you picked up some tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. And I look forward to reading your comments and talking to you soon. Love you. Bye.
Bye.